Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Selling a house comes with all sorts of inconveniences, repairs, and lots of back and forth with buyers about getting the right price. But if you're looking to cancel all of that out, sell your house fast, and get on with your day, then Little Rock Property Buyers needs to be your go-to option. They'll help you increase your peace of mind and profits by buying your house for cash and doing all the hard work for you. And today we've got owner Cody Dover here to break down all the specifics, along with a previous customer to give us her success story with the process. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Where do I sign? This is brilliant.
Yes.
Well, you know, a lot of times people think they have to go through a realtor to sell your house, but we realize that there's a cost to that. There's a cost incurred to getting the highest and best price. And that's the time, the energy, the money that it may take to fix the repairs. So I brought Miss Shirley on. She's a past seller that we bought her house from. And I wanted her to just explain the experience that it was like kind of dealing with us in that process to sell a house.
All right, Miss Shirley, take it away. Floor is yours.
Well, one of the things that I was concerned about is being an older female, is just meeting people that I didn't know at a house that's for sale. And so when I got the call from Cody, I thought, okay, this is the first of many. He was the first and only that I got. And he came in, he was on time, big stickler for me, came in, did an assessment, walked through and looked and evaluated the house and asked me what I wanted for it, and he agreed to that cost, and 30 days later I had a check.
Oh.
I mean, it can't be any easier than that. It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, and what a peace of mind you have, right?
Yes, and he was in constant communication with me on a weekly basis, letting me know who I was going to see, what else he needed from me. So it was nothing with me going, we still doing this? Do I need to meet you? It was clean, and it was less than 30 days, as a matter of fact it was. So it was a very efficient, effective, and quick, profitable transaction for me.
And safe.
And safe,
right?
Most definitely.
Beautiful.
Safe.
All right, so Cody, for people who are at home, I think they probably already feel the pains of trying to sell a home, but let's talk a little bit about some of the things that you see that make selling homes difficult and how you make that all a breeze.
Perfect. Well, I'm glad you asked. So our goal is to make it easy and possible for sellers with houses maybe outdated, they need some repairs. So all the above, our goal is to provide an easy transition to a seller moving on from different situations that they may find themselves in. And so it's, I'm trying to avoid the hassle and the time that it takes to go on the market. And so a lot of times there's maybe a contractor you have to hire to fix up repairs, or you don't know who to call, or maybe just don't have the time for it. So people value, in the 300 past sellers that we've helped, a lot of times those sellers value the cost that they get to save of time and energy.
Exactly. So we're looking at some pictures of some homes that, you know, maybe are not in mint condition or ready to sell. And, you know, if you're that property owner, you're looking at it like, how am I ever going to get a buyer, right? So you're saying you're going to have to hire a contractor, you're going to have to get the inspections, you're going to have to haggle with the buyer. You eliminate all of that because you come in and take it as is, right?
One stop, one contact, one person. Yeah, that's the beauty of that.
What I found is when you go on the market, sometimes you have buyers flake, and a lot of times with a cash offer, it's more so guaranteed. So there's really not a lot of foot traffic going on and coming in and out of the house. It's just, here's my offer, let's do it.
So Cody, let's talk about what as is means to a seller.
Perfect. So as is, that means you don't have to do anything. Even if you have stuff left behind, either whether it's just old furniture, just whatever you don't want to move out, that saves you time and energy to just leave everything behind. As is means you don't have to fix anything, whether it's a roof leak or there's mold. Not that you have mold.
I did not have mold.
We don't want to go that way, but there's houses that that you come across that sellers just don't know what to do. And as is meaning you get to leave it how it is, where it is. We come in and incur that cost.
And Cody, let me add one thing. I had a tenant in the property that Cody bought from me, and he allowed that tenant to continue to stay at the same price for rent. So that when he say as is, not just the condition of the house, but the condition of the house and potential tenant, because I had a tenant at that time. So she stayed there and was very happy with the conditions.
That's beautiful. So again, if you're at home and you're thinking about, selling your home, I want you in your mind, put a price to what it's going to cost to do the repairs, put a price to what it's going to cost to clean it, put a price to what it's going to cost to move all of your contacts out, right? And here you are, Cody.
Yeah, you are. And I'll tell you too, if your house is better fit for the realtor route or the market, sometimes I'm not the best fit for everybody. And I'll let them know that and at least help them out in some way I can. But my goal is to make it easy.
I love this concept. I think it's brilliant. And Miss Shirley, you're a true testimonial.
I am. I just am delighted in the fact that I think he was a godsend. I know he was. That I didn't have to do all those things. I didn't have to learn as I go and make mistakes that could be costly. He did all of it. He laid it all out in front of me. He asked me questions. I answered. I called him and contacted him various times to make sure, are you sure this is the thing? And the insurance, the taxes, and all those things, the closing, all those things were all wrapped up in his package. So I didn't have to go and find these individuals, these professionals. It was all done by Cody, and that is a lifesaver.
Huh. Well, Cody, thank you for what you're doing for everybody who's trying to move their houses. Very exciting and lovely to meet you. Miss Shirley, it was a pleasure getting to know you, and congratulations on the success of the sale of your home.
Thank you very much.
For more information,
you're welcome. Thanks, Cody.
For more information on Little Rock property buyers, visit their website, propertybuyersar.com. Now, back to school means back to making lunches, and when we return, I'll show you 2 enticing ways to level up your kids' lunch game. Stay with us. You're watching Arkansas Style.